Hello and welcome to this walkthrough video of your new Sisters of Steel membership. Time of making this video, this is the relaunch, Sisters of Steel version 2.0. First time we've managed to run this program in over a year and a half due to COVID. So you should be on, if you're watching this video, it will be actually on this page and the video will be down here. Which I've not uploaded yet. However, you should have gone to this page and there's a program manual and you've clicked this button here and it'll open it up and a little PDF program manual. It's a little bit slow to open because I'm making a video. Very slow. Come on. And if I just make that a bit smaller, obviously I'm not going to go through the manual. You can download and read that. We strongly encourage that you do because it'll give you a strong overview of the principles of strength training and the 7 big lifts that we're going to be tracking. And I'm just going to skip to that section. My super slow computer. So these exercises here, these are all links. It says here a clickable link so you can see what the exercises look like. But these are the 7 exercises that you're going to be tracking in the app, which I'm going to come on to in a second. And I'm also going to show you how these relate to the training program itself. So once you've downloaded the manual and you've come down here, you've got your training program, that's an image, and then you've got a button. So you're going to click this, and hopefully I've set it up so that it's viewable. And you're going to get this document. Now, I need to stress that, let me just wait for it to open. Going incredibly slow. Come on. We're going to get a document like this. And this is like the master programming for Sisters of Steel. Now, when you first it's still loading. God, how slow is it? When you first see this document, I'm back. You're going to think, bloody hell, there's lots to take in. It's not just like the large group sessions where there's this list of exercises. Main thing, let's make this a bit smaller, is to not be alarmed, don't feel overwhelmed. Most of this is for the coach. However, I'm just going to walk you through it so you kind of got a feel. So we've got, can I move this? Yes, I can move me out of the way over here. You've got your week numbers down over here, and you've got cross training. The other weeks aren't filled in just yet. And we've just got the first week filled in as we relaunch this just for the purposes of this video walkthrough. So all your sessions will follow a similar format, but they'll all be different, so don't worry. You're going to have, so this is day 1, you've got your date there, Monday, September the 13th, day 2, Tuesday, September the 14th, and they just follow across. So this is all 1 week. You've got Thursday, you've got Friday. We don't have an SOS session on Saturday at the moment, maybe later when you watch this video, we do, and you've got Sunday. So you always know which days to look at for which days you're attending. And then basically you've got your warm-up section. So each day has a warm-up section. Coach will take you through the warm-up. Got some heart rate work, mobility, and dynamic movements to get your body nice and prepped. Then these grey lines are like kind of spacers. Each workout or each training session is going to have, after the warm-up, it's going to have like a big lift section. And I'll come on to that in a second. Then you're going to have what's called an accessories lift section. I'll explain that in a second. Then you're going to have a finisher if there's time, which is just like 3 to 5 minutes of high energy stuff, and then you've got your cool down and stretch off, which the coach can pick whatever stretches are suitable. 2 main things we need to kind of touch on in this video is the big lift section and to a lesser extent the accessories section. Now, if you're just looking at this and when you open the document, you'll be thinking, God, there's lots of information to take in. You've got endurance phase and bilateral and big lifts and single sets. That's for the purposes of the coach. You've got an explanation of what the workout looks like. Again, that's for the purpose of the coach. You don't need to understand that at the moment. What you need to understand is that in this big lift section of each workout, it will always contain some of these big lift exercises, okay? And they're highlighted in yellow. So on a day where you do single sets, which is you just do one exercise and then rest, and then your partner does an exercise and then you go. Got A1, which is, again, don't worry about the code. You're just going to do a barbell deadlift and then rest whilst your partner works, and you're going to do a barbell deadlift again. When we have supersets, that means that 2 exercises are performed back to back. And then you also have some days trisets, which obviously tri means 3. So you've got 3 exercises back to back. You will never do 2 big lifts back to back. And the reason for that is because those are the big lifts where you're going to be adding weight to the bar and taking weight off depending on what exercise you're doing. And it gets too messy and too faffy if you're kind of doing a barbell back squat and you're doing 50 kilos, and then you immediately need to do a barbell chest press, and so you need to lower the bar on the rig, you need to change the weights, blah, blah, blah. If you don't understand what I mean, this will make sense when you're in a session. It's too faffy. So what you need to understand is you'll only ever do one of your big lifts followed by what we call an accessory exercise or 2 accessory exercises. And you can kind of jump out of your, so if you're doing this one here, barbell back squat, you do 15 reps, and then you'd immediately put the bar back down and you'd step back and you do some BW, means body weight squats. So there's no kind of faffing around, the transition's really smooth. Again here, standing barbell press, put lots of weight on the bar, rack it into the rig, and then immediately step back, do some push-ups. Here, you're going to do a tricep, which is 3 exercises. So you can do a barbell bench press, you're going to rack the bar in the rig with the help of your partner, you're going to step out, pick a kettlebell up and start swinging it, and then step back and do some push-ups. You don't need to understand the ins and outs of supersets, triceps, remembering all this. This is just 90% for the purposes of the coach. It'll all be on the whiteboard, they'll demo the exercises, they will explain this, so don't worry. Over time, as you get used to the system still format, you start taking more of an interest in what you're lifting, you'll start looking ahead to this document thinking, right, I'm in on Tuesday, right, and my main big lift is going to be my back squat and my standing press. I'm going to look at my app and think, when was the last time I did a back squat? How much weight to lift? How many reps to lift? Of course, you can do that in the session, and I'll explain the app in a second. But when you start taking it a little bit more seriously, you'll arrive at the gym knowing that you're going to be doing back squats and standing presses today as your big lifts, and you'll have an idea in your mind of what weight you're going to put on the bar because you've looked at in advance at this document and your app and looking at what you're going to lift. Okay, so we don't track the weight or reps of our accessory exercises. So if it's not in yellow, we don't track it. So you've got 2 exercises here. And then when you get to your, what we call accessory lifts portion of the workout, this is where there's more variety and you don't track any of these. But over time, you'll get a feel for what kind of weights you want to use. Some of them aren't going to be like exercises where you need to worry about the weight. It's more about how many reps or how long you can do it for. But there'll be things like, there's a full list of exercises in this drop-down menu. Obviously, you can't change that. This is for programming purposes. But lots of exercises. And the purpose of this accessory section is to not fret about the exact number of reps and weight. It's more about adding variety to your body, varieties to the sessions, and kind of stimulating and challenging body in different ways so that you get stronger at these 7 primary big lifts. Okay? So these exercises in yellow, as you go through, there's 3 exercises on the Monday, there's 2 big lifts on the Tuesday of week 1, there's 2 big lifts on the Wednesday of week 1, and then we go back into our single sets, where there's 3 supersets where there's 2 exercises back to back, 2 big lifts, trisets where there's 3 exercises back to back, 2 big lifts. So you'll only ever do 2 or 3 of these 7 big lifts in any session, okay? And they're the ones we're going to track. So if I go to my app, let me just, 1 second, you can't see me, I'm just going to test MacBook Pro. You're going to get access to our coaching app, which we currently use for nutrition coaching. And it's going to look a bit like this. We'll let you know, but by the way, if you're doing nutrition coaching, you're going to need to use a separate email address to log in for the Sister Still. I'm not going to bother explaining this video. It's a pain in the bum, but whatever. So you can use this app for other things. If you want to track your weight, body change photos, and you can track your steps and all types of various things. But for the purposes of SOS, okay, I'm going to show you this. So, Monday, 13th of September, the only exercise out the entire session, so we're not obviously going to log what we're doing in the warm-up. We're going to log what we lift in our big lifts. We're not going to log what we lift in our accessories section, and we're not going to log what we do in our finisher. So only going to log 3 exercises in the entire session. We're going to do all the exercises, but we're only going to log 3 of them. We're only logging for these 7 lifts. So where's my app gone? If I go into my calendar and I go to 13th of September, you can see it says, SOS. So these will be uploaded to your app, and they'll be uploaded Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. It's not going to sync or go team up. It's not going to know which sessions you're going to. So if you're not going in for a certain day, obviously you don't complete the workout for that day. So you're going to go in, you're going to click it, and it's going to show you here, as you can see, barbell deadlift, 2 sets of 15. Barbell, 2 sets of 15. It's got a little rest. Obviously, it doesn't need to be exactly 90 seconds. The coach will decide when we move on to the barbell back squat, but for the purpose of this app, we have to put a rest period in there. Barbell back squat, 2 sets of 15. Barbell back squat, 2 sets of 15. Barbell bench press, 2 sets of 15. Barbell bench press, 2 sets of 15. So what I would do if I'm in Monday, I would literally open my app in the session. This is all I'd see. There's none of this stuff about my single arm preacher curl and my standing kettlebell press in this session because we're not logging it. Okay. So if I click start now, it's going to open it up, and you've got these little boxes. It says pounds at the moment. We're going to figure out how to change that to kilograms by the time we start. So the coach is going to explain, demo the first exercise. Says, right, you're going to pair up. You're going with Mary, and you're going to go first. So you're going to do 1 set of 15 reps. And let's say you manage 30 kilograms and you do a full 15 reps. Okay. And then Mary's going to do hers, and she's going to upload it into her own app. And you're going to decide that was really easy for you. You probably could have done about 25 reps, no problem at that weight. So that how you feel at the end of that set will dictate if you should try and add a bit more weight. So you don't want to go silly. So let's say, right, 30 kilograms or 30 pounds is really easy for 15. I've got to do another set of 15. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and put 35 kilograms on the bar. And let's just say I managed it. Cool. So I know that I can manage that. And again, for next time, you might know that you want to try a little bit more weight. Then we're going to go into a little rest period. The coach will demonstrate the back squat, and you'll go into your back squat. Now, let's say that you're supposed to do 15, and you put on 50 kilos on the bar because you're feeling fairly strong, and you only manage, let's say, 9 reps before you struggle to complete the rest. You'd rack the bar, come out, you'd log that in here. I've done 9 reps, 50 kilograms. Your partner goes, that will tell you that weight is too heavy for completing 15 reps. Now, again, I'm just walking through this. You don't need to fully get your head around this. As you go through the sessions and you speak to the coach and the coach is talking to you, it'll all start making more sense. But I'm just talking about what it might look like. So you're going to say, right, 50 kilograms, couldn't manage 15 reps. I'm going to lower to 40 kilograms. And I managed all 15 reps. So what that kind of tells you is that unless you really struggled on that last rep, that for you at the moment to do 15 reps is probably going to be somewhere between 40 and 45 kilograms. And then as you start getting your head around this by actually performing the exercises and logging them, you'll start to kind of just get a feel for knowing how much weight to put on the bar and what kind of increments to either take off or add to the bar. And there's your barbell bench press. And at the end of the session, you click save. Now, it asks you to just kind of rate the workout, just a cheesy thing in the app. Excuse me. I'm going to come out of that. And those are all logged forever in the system now. It knows what you did. And it's going to come out of that. And for some reason, the Tuesday, which is here, isn't showing in my calendar. I need to figure that out. But it is showing in my workout list. So I've got Tuesday's 14th. Now, on Tuesday the 14th, we've got a back squat here. And we also did a back squat yesterday. So this could be like a week apart. It could be rather than the next day. But let's just say it doesn't really matter whether it's the next day or it's a week ahead. It's going to log everything you did in this session. I'm just going back to Monday. If I click on that, it's going to show a little video and it's going to show me what I did. Now, if I go to the Tuesday and open it up, and I click on the exercise, there you go, 9 reps times 50 pounds or kilos, 15 reps times 40. So I can say, right, okay, so I tried 50 kilos and I couldn't manage them all. And I've tried 15 and managed 40. So what I might do is say, right, well, because I'm trying to do 15 reps again, I'm going to start at that. So I'm going to come back, so after I've referenced that, I'm going to start my workout, and it even got your last or your best, most recent lifts here. So I'm going to think, right, I'm going to start at 40 kilograms. So let's say I do 15 and I manage 40 kilograms. And I think, actually, I'm a little bit stronger than last time. That was quite easy. So I'm going to put 45 kilograms on the bar. Oh, come down here. Obviously, you do the bar first before the app. And I put 45 kilograms on, and I only managed 12 reps, okay, before I started struggling. You start to get a feel that you're in and around 40 to 45 kilograms for 15 reps. And you probably think, right, next time I'm going to start at 45 kilograms and see if I can manage 15 reps. If that had gone down to like 6 reps, i.e. you way off 50, you know that that's too heavy. So it's not an exact science, but you start to get a feel for it. And as I say, I keep saying, don't stress this. And I'm talking about a lot of exercise science, which is straightforward to me and the other coaches, might not be to you, but I'm just trying to talk you through some of the philosophy. The main thing that you need to grab your head around in terms of this video is that whatever is on this workout document, the big lifts will be listed in the app for that day. And you can see here, it's got barbell back squat and barbell overhead press. In the workout, you're actually going to do barbell back squat, and you're going to step back and do your bodyweight squats. In here, the bodyweight squats aren't listed because we don't want you to log those accessory exercises. You'll only ever see the stuff that's in yellow. And again, once you've uploaded the Wednesday, which I've not done for this purpose of this demo, you would see bench press and deadlift in the app. You wouldn't see the kettlebell swing and the push-up. That's just to challenge your body a little bit harder. So hopefully that makes sense. We're going to get the app invites out to you all. We're going to get you to set an account up if you've not got an account set up. Before you start on Monday or whenever you start in the future, all of this, whatever week we're on, whether it's 6 months in the future or whatever, will be uploaded into the app, and you will literally just go in day by day. This is just a demo account. Just come out of that, and you will see day by day whatever the workout is, and you literally just go into that specific day, click start. I'm just going to go back into this one. That will be blank, obviously, if you've not done it yet. And you click start and you just input the weight. Dead simple. But do make sure that as I go back to this, that number one, you've downloaded the manual, had a quick read through, 5-10 minutes max. And you've had a quick look at the training program, which is here. So you can see some of the exercises you're going to do. And that you have, watched this video, which is going to be underneath this when you're watching it. And that, if I can figure out how to stop the screen recording, is that. Any questions, let us know, and good luck.